Hello everyone. Well, good thing I didn't bring out my great Schema raincoat to dodge that bullet. So what happened? There was this conference or whatever, and Jordan B. Peterson decided that it is a good idea to wear a leather jacket that had this, I think, a patchwork at the back, which has the signs and symbols and insignia associated with the great Schema, which is this particular sort of vestments worn by great Schema monks. And great Schema monks, in the case you don't know, they're the highest degree of monasticism in the Orthodox Church. They're exceptionally rare, in part because a lot of monks who technically should earn, as it were, great Schema, refuse it out of humility. And of course, great Schema monks, like all monks, enjoy a lot of respect among the Orthodox, but then tenfold so because of their senior rank, age, and, well, holiness. So of course, Jordan Peterson wearing this had people divided on online, and I simply wanted to comment on a couple of these approaches. One of these, this is blasphemy. Well, the symbols that great Schema monks wear aren't really, particular to them. I mean, it's a cross with prayers, but there's nothing on each of those symbols that's particularly exclusively associated with great Schema monks. I would be much more perturbed if this were, a costume or something that people may associate it with that you would associate a person to be a great Schema monk where in fact they're not. And I don't think it's blasphemous because from what I could tell, Jordan Peterson wore it out of respect for, and his appreciation for Eastern Christianity. The second approach is, I appreciate him for what he did. And I'm sort of here because, he has great appreciation for Christianity in general and Eastern Orthodoxy in particular. And I think this is essentially a good thing. Of course, you're free to disagree, and I hear you, and I will probably cover one of your views here. However, we are not very well known, and any exposure, well, of course not any, but a lot of exposure is good. Whether it's King Charles asking for prayers from Mennonite monks, even if we sort of know that he won't convert, or whether it's Jordan Peterson wearing these particularly Eastern Christian symbols on his back. The third approach is, well, he's a grifter. He's using this just to get clout. We don't know that in the sense of we don't know his heart. We can simply sort of draw these conclusions from his actions, and then we come to these two opposite extremes, like I appreciate it and he's a grifter. And the third one is sort of, it's blasphemous. Again, we do not know his heart. However, I would like to simply jump on my previous point, and that's essentially from the first chapter of Philippians. Whether out of spite or genuine intent, Christ is being preached. And even if the worst case here, that he's a grifter, still somebody prominent wore our symbols, and from what I could see, he did not do it out of any malicious intent. That jacket was given to him by some, from what I could gather, some bikers. So, fine. I have a friend, and he told me, "Oh, why is Jordan Peugeot always around Jordan P. Peterson? He's a grifter, he'll never convert." And okay, let me introduce you to the power of shout-outs. okay, Jordan B. Peterson may never convert, however, he still can draw some positive influence from, Eastern Christianity. It doesn't have to be full-blown conversion. Of course, we all would love if that were to happen, but even if he draws something positive out of it, that's great, because then he transfers it to others. And second, okay, he might get new audience, but so does Peugeot, from Jordan B. Peterson's audience. So it's a two-way street. So, if you just hang out and he does not convert, that's not the soul. If I only hang out with people whom I converted or I wanted to convert, even though I know they probably wouldn't, I would have very few friends. Very few indeed. And, in the end, how do you know that Jordan B. Peterson isn't a great schema monk, huh? I have here these two conflicting Roker documents.